Hi, my name is Amelia Johnson, and these are my two words, self-righteous and surrendered. So, when I was younger, I was self-righteous in the sense that I always went to church, tried to memorize a lot of Bible verses, and tried to be the best that I could be in the classroom and on the soccer field. And I thought that by doing all these things, I was receiving more praise and affection from my parents and my teachers and my coaches than I would have if I didn't perform in the way that I did. And I thought that this also correlated with my relationship with the Lord. I tried to essentially earn my righteousness or right standing with God by acting in a way that I thought He would like. So whether it was reading the Bible or memorizing Bible verses, I thought that I could control the amount of love that I received and the amount of praise that I received from those around me. So, this worked for a while, but in 5th grade, my world was turned upside down. My two best friends, Erin and Elizabeth, both moved away in the same summer, and I knew that one was going to move away ahead of time, but I didn't find out about the second friend until about a week before she left, and I was absolutely devastated. I remember running upstairs and crying myself to sleep at night, and it was just kind of a moment where I realized that I didn't have control, and that if God was there, I needed Him then more than I ever had in my life. So I said, okay, God, if you're there, the Bible says that everything works together for the good of those who love the Lord. But how can this be good? Do you really care about me? So God reminded me of a verse, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open to you. So essentially saying that if I knock on the door, God's going to reveal Himself to me. And if I ask, God's going to show Himself to me. So I said, okay, God, I'm so hurt right now and I'm so broken, and I need you. Please show me that you're there if you're there. So God ended up revealing Himself to me actually within a week in two different ways. And the first was just through creation, just showing me that there's so much of a bigger chance that I was created and that a God existed than I just appeared out of nowhere. Even if you look at the cellular level of our bodies, it's amazing the amount of detail and intricacy that goes into each cell that I will never understand. And secondly, God showed me that Jesus rose from the dead, so that proved that He was God. And I realized, first off, that because God loved me and my sin separated me from God, this sin, essentially, there's a verse that says the wages of sin is death. So because we sin, we deserve separation from God, not just on earth, but also in heaven. Or not in heaven. We deserve separation from God after death. So that's obviously really hard and it really sucks. But God said, hey, I'm not going to leave it that way, and I'm not going to let that sin stay on your shoulders, but I'm going to send Jesus instead. He lived a perfect life and never sinned, so He did not deserve that separation from God. But instead, He said, hey, I have this clean slate. Yours is so messy. I'm just going to trade with you and take yours to the cross. So that's why He had to die. That's why He had to go to the cross, because He was paying for my sin. So once I realized that Jesus rose from the dead, I realized that all of that was actually true, and that because He did die on the cross for my sins, I could have this relationship with God. And at that point, I turned to God and I surrendered myself, which is my second word. I said, hey, I realize, Lord, that I can't be my own God. I realize I can't control everything, that You actually have control, that You are who You said You are, and that through Jesus' death on the cross, I can have a relationship with God, and I can be saved from the consequences of my sin and have an eternal salvation. So now my life doesn't have to be about trying to receive this unsatisfying love from people around me, but instead I can go to the God who created me and have a personal relationship with Him and receive my love and affection from Him. And of course I'm not perfect and I'm going to mess up all the time, but God can bring me back to Him and say, hey, I love you so much, and everything else that you receive is just an added bonus. And I also have a new life in that I don't have to live just for myself anymore, but I can be surrendered to the God that created me and have a purpose that's so much bigger than myself. So before Christ, I tried to earn my love from others and from God. But now I know that God already loves me more than I can comprehend, and it's not because of anything that I have done. So these are my two words, self-righteous and surrendered.